trash bin talk.
My glorious King Tom win.
Hello, everybody! My name is Raccoon Bro VA, and welcome to... This is a reaction of the century, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been this excited for an episode since Bill versus Discord. It's the freaking first place winner of the Tournament of Champions all the way back from 2023. It is Wile E Coyote versus Tom Cat. We are finally getting Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry on Death Battle. I am so freaking excited, you guys. Like, this is without a doubt my most anticipated matchup of all of the confirmed ones so far, other than Ash versus Yugi. Oh man, what are we thinking going into this, guys? What are your thoughts right now?
I'm hyped.
Yeah,
excited.
I'm so freaking excited for this.
Hype is an understatement, honestly, at this point.
To get this W, please. Please.
Yes.
I have grown up with both Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes, so I am just as much excited for this. And also from how this is being done by the same guy who did Scooby versus Courage, I think we're in good hands with the anime.
And Jack versus Afro.
I think
Jack versus Afro.
From what we've seen of the credits, I think all the right people are working on this. Liam being the director is a perfect decision. Werewolf doing the track. It could not be more fitting. Wild Tomfoolery is the name. I love that name. We got Max doing the episode edit. He also did Scooby versus Courage, so that feels very fitting as well.
Yeah.
That was his first episode, right? Scooby versus Courage?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. So,
it was him and DJ on the editing, I think.
No, I think
it was him and DJ, but then Rick versus the Doctor was Max's first work by himself.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Like his first solo one. Yeah.
Still, this it feels very fitting for Max to be doing this one himself.
Yeah.
And Luis is getting help from somebody named Sea Salt. I'm very excited to see their work as well. And, God, I cannot stress enough how important these Golden Age era cartoons have been to my upbringing. I have so many fond memories of watching these DVD compilation packets with my grandparents every time I went to visit them, and waking up early Saturday morning to catch the boomerang block to see these shorts. It was always something I always looked forward to. Because they really do hit different. It's something about these shorts, man. It's just a whole other level that people have tried to replicate, but that magic is just so hard to capture.
Yeah.
I know
The age of animation really was just it did not hold back any punches, and that's what made it just so fun.
Oh yeah, we've been I've been in this voice chat since 8 a.m. for about 4 hours. I've just been marathoning a bunch of old Roadrunner and Tom and Jerry shorts, and also some Tex Avery shorts with Droopy off of Internet Archive.
I couldn't have slept
and it's just been such a great way to get us in the mood for this thing.
Also, Carrick, I know we're past Simo versus Kyle, but I may have got something that even inspires myself.
Oh yeah?
New Time Hog guy.
Look at this! Look at this dude!
Look at that
Time Hog. Thanks for the tip.
Out like a Green Lantern.
Wow, that snap actually was captured perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I've been practicing.
Nice. In terms of what I'm hoping to show, I honestly, all I want is just pure slapstick shenanigans. I don't want it to get as cosmically crazy as Scooby versus Courage did. I think just keeping it a bit more grounded and getting as brutal as possible without blood or anything. I want it to be as brutal as it can be while still being PG.
Just make it goofy fun.
Yeah.
Classic cartoon shenanigans.
I think
make it goofy fun. That's all we're asking.
I think after watching the previews for both characters, I would love if there was just a part where both of them just start fighting in hell.
It might happen.
Oh my God, that would be
Please
show them maybe.
It would be our third time this year of having our matchup go to hell, so we could potentially have Ghost Rider and Spawn, and also Master Chief and Doomslayer watching the fight in the background.
There's a lot of hell this year for Death Battle.
Oh hell.
All we need
If
is like
that,
all we
at
need is a
least
has-been
show-
hotel episode, and then it'll be like perfect.
Yeah, give them a few more seasons before they have actual feats and not just aura farming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least show these two blow each other up into constellations.
Oh my gosh, if they fought each other as constellations, Jesus.
Oh, that'd be
funny.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be Pete.
Arguably would be cosmic still, but at least it's cosmic in a different way from Scooby versus Courage.
Yeah.
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 because they only got cosmic in the sense that like Scooby like eclipsed the planet
yeah.
with like all this Scooby snacks.
And that giant punch.
But by the way, because I know some people might comment this, I don't want us to make any digs towards Kratos versus Asura because of it getting second place at the Tournament of Champions and coming before this one. I want this to be good, clean fun. No like cheap shots towards that episode. We're just here to talk about this one.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a fair rule to lay down.
Safe rule.
Yeah.
I already did.
Honestly, the thing that matters most to me is like if seeing them get the music right, because that's what that's a trap that a lot of future Tom and Jerry projects have fallen into, that they just don't understand what like that orchestra is supposed to be like. I showed a clip from the live action movie earlier as well, and it does not try to replicate it at all. It tries to like too hard to be epic and R&B for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I would definitely say like after watching a ton, rewatching like a ton of those old Tom and Jerry cartoons, what makes those cartoons like work so well is that the accompanying music, timed up with like the actual slapstick itself, it just adds so much charm and personality. And I'm hoping that like this is something that the fight really can like nail.
Scott Bradley,
Mousing, by the way, for those who don't know.
Scott Bradley really was the secret weapon for those early shorts. Getting the music right and the sound design too. That is essential. Let's avoid the the boom sound effect that we got from Smokey versus McGruff. It's just constant beach. When he was ramming Smokey into the trees, it was just a constant boom, boom, boom.
Smacked.
I need this to be like at least perfect to my eyes, because Tom and Jerry is my favorite.
Yeah,
So
I know. Some people are leaning Wile E, some are leaning Tom. I really have no idea who's gonna win, but
I'm fine with either way.
Yeah.
Pull the dub out of nowhere.
I know some folks are saying that Wile E winning is the moral victory, because this would be his first major victory, I guess. But I mean, the fact that Coyote versus Acme got saved, I think is victory enough in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it before starting the reaction. I am so happy that movie was saved by the people who, by the company that released the day the Earth blew up.
Ketchup Entertainment. God bless them.
Imagine they put that in his feeds, like saved his movie from corporate gets shut down.
Yeah.
I'm sure dislikes David Zaslav.
Oh yeah,
knowing my luck.
I totally picture that as like being in the feats rundown.
What a bozo! Your salary got cut down from 22 million to 6 million. Let me play the world's smallest violin for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Instead of 3 yachts, you're gonna have to settle for just 1 yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just it's been such a long wait period, and a lot has happened in between this episode getting confirmed and us being here finally, that I don't have that much else to say other than I really want this to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the Death Battle crew cooked, especially since like this this was the winner of the Tournament of Champions pool. I have a feeling that they were going to pull out all the stops.
Also, Luis, if you're watching this, Luis, if you're watching this, your Jack versus Afro was my inspiration becoming an. So keep cooking, and you are appreciated and loved, and I hope you do. I hope this goes perfect.
Woo!
Yes. Scene is that they already got right with Tom in the fight.
It's also just crazy that they're finally now doing a Looney Tunes episode.
That's one of those franchises you want to make sure you get right the first time you do them.
Yeah.
And it opens the door for
Hopefully we.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Like
no.
Bugs versus Mickey, please.
Alright.
All right.
Donald versus Daffy. I'm fine with that one too.
I
I'm
think
fine
they
with
would do
either.
Donald versus
Daffy
Daffy
too.
first.
That one's also up there.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's finally time.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
2 years.
Let's do this.
My dinner.
Did you? Oh, that music's already perfect, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ba-dum,
Yeah.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
Wile E. Coyote, the fastest and furiousest of the
Oh,
Looney
they have this.
Tunes.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
Thank God! Thank goodness.
Thank you. Not sure why they were removed in the
They
first place,
stopped it.
but thank you.
Oh, I'm very glad they brought it back for
That's
this
how much-
episode.
Yeah.
They saw how much they worked for Simone versus Kyle.
Pussycat from Tom and Jerry. The fans voted for it, and we're here to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I already.
Voted for it, and we're here to
Wait, I
deliver.
missed that one.
But TARDIS.
Is it
Yeah.
TARDIS?
Yeah, the TARDIS.
You let us the fall guy.
Literally already there.
Fortnite backbling for
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
All right.
who would win
That's not a
a death
poster,
battle.
Oh, I can't wait.
Woohoo!
It's gonna be good.
That's seriously gonna be legendary.
Shimmering
See-
campfire.
This preview was amazing.
There was
Alright,
no
quiet,
figure
quiet.
so cunning,
Alright.
so bold as Coyote.
I knew, like, when this preview started up, that Liam was absolutely the writer, because only he would start out, like, with this kind of mythological backstory.
To the Miwok,
Yeah.
he was a Prometheus who
It's kinda like
sprayed
what
fire
it
from the
was
heavens
for the
to give
Looney
them
character.
humanity. To the Sewetmuk, he was a foolish trickster
yeah.
who could die and return to life.
And to the brothers Borders. Stream volume wasn't like up.
Can't catch a break.
Yay.
The great Coyote.
Oh, what the?
Oh, I love it! They did all the...
the species names that have been
Oh,
given to
shit.
Jeez.
It's Ethelbert.
Coyote with big
Wile E.
goodness.
Ethelbert.
All right. Okay, we're not reading all of these. We're gonna be here all day.
American Southwest.
Yeah.
no.
Hunting is
Yeah.
indefatigable
I do like K9 is
Rodents not-
K9 is Nervous
not
Rex
quite.
is my favorite.
the
And
road runner.
oh, I'm still going.
Oh, now we're going back into this.
207, or so he says.
Eternally hangry.
Oh. Yeah.
Right, right, Mark Twain.
Look.
Entrepreneurial spirit.
Yo, Mark Twain mentioned.
Hell yeah.
1949.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Wile E and Roadrunner are technically a parody of Tom and Jerry.
He'll chase
Wow.
that bird-shaped happily
Really?
after to his own inevitable undoing.
For-
Such is the lot of the common man. You must
Rugrats.
More
So
perfect.
I don't see with that. I don't understand why they used a Rugrats clip there. Like, seems kind of random to me.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of somewhat.
Canine Job, but Wile E was born the son of world-famous hunter H.eghrary Coyote.
Yeah, he has a pretty sad backstory.
Raised him from infancy to hound his able
Yeah.
adversary, and forbade him to speak until he tasted victory.
And that's why he doesn't stop.
Easy task.
Most commonly in his crops are his bugs, but is largely silent.
Coyotes are
Ah,
incredibly adaptable
okay.
predators, capable
Yeah,
of
fe-
hunting in both rural and urban environments. They're also speedy
Yeah,
little
for those
demons. They can
for those who don't know, those black boxes get added in later
sprint it up to 43
from when they posted the
Yeah.
previews.
miles per hour.
Wait, really?
Comfort when that
But yeah, in the preview that black box wasn't there.
blue meeping bastard
Yeah.
can make beams
Meep,
of
meep.
light look
Huh.
stone still.
Well, yeah.
A car that was moving fast enough to travel through time. Frankly,
Shout out
it's
to Looney Tunes
incredible
Show.
that Wile
Yeah.
manages to consistently keep up
Peak
with his
show.
prey at all. But he does. No, really, it's actually
Peak
stated
show.
that only
I
a,
miss-
quote,
I miss
tiny
it
little
so
extra
much.
burst of speed separates
Yeah,
the coyote
me
and the
too.
roadrunner.
I did love Looney Tunes show, but anytime they did a musical segment, it was always really cringy.
Heck, Bugs
Yeah,
Bunny
that-
himself
Oh.
wanted to take super
Unless it
A
was
little.
Daffy the Wizard. That shit went hard.
Fair.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the f-
300 times.
Oh,
Wait, what? With a normal shovel in seconds.
Yeah.
Fast enough. Fortunately, Wiley's got
Wait,
an
that was a
endless
massive
assortment of
ball.
gadgets, gizmos, and reams of blueprints to make up the difference.
Yeah.
He's got your classics like dynamite.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
God, the text is so
Dehydrated
tiny.
boulders.
It's so fucking tiny.
Looney Tunes is
Can-
over. There it is.
Hey, can we get Weird Al Yankovic in here to sing Hardware Store, but for this?
Yes.
I feel like the Looney DNA dissolver might be a big.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm glad you
like,
mentioned that.
possibly.
Can I just say the anti-Looney DNA thing might be my least favorite part of any wait period ever? Because like cannot freaking avoid it, and in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna even matter.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like every conversation looped back to that stupid gun, and it was so frustrating to have the same conversation over and over again.
That's fair.
Oh, there's more. Green Lantern ring.
Green Lantern ring, yeah.
Don't forget his fake leg.
Oh yeah.
Grand piano.
Fake leg. Grand piano.
Oh man.
Self-described super genius, Wile E has an officially measured IQ of 3.
It is interesting.
3.
It is interesting how these episodes feel a lot more full once they add like the arsenal lists, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Like
test
Wiz
results were
like
fake,
speaking them out, it's
but
not
he's
like
still an idiot.
it's not as like complete.
Yeah.
Here it is. Acme.
Acme sells any product that you can
I'm very
imagine.
curious if they're gonna
Wile
make
E
a
is
reference
the
to
most
Coyote
devoted
versus Acme.
customer, contributing up to 99%
If they don't,
of its
that's gonna be kinda crazy.
multi-billion-dollar revenue.
I wonder who the 1% is.
Don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Acme Book of Magic, Acme Clonomatic, Acme Death Ray, Acme City in a Box, Acme Universal
City in a
Remote,
Box, that
which
looks
can
like-
pause, fast forward, and rewind a person.
I think that art style.
We
I think
gotta
that
get an interaction between.
this art style, by the way, is perfect for comics.
Yeah. Time.
Too bad half
Yeah.
the stuff Wile E uses is
We gotta get an interaction between these two's remotes. Definitely.
Get a Link versus Cloud interaction.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he sure can
Oh,
take
yeah.
some punishment.
Yeah.
No matter the severity of his failures, Wile E is still a toon and can bounce back from just about anything.
He's been sliced, stabbed,
this
squashed,
fight is literally
exploded,
just-
melted,
And many more.
constellation,
Toon Force.
and overall verbed for the last 87
There you go.
years straight without ever actually dying.
Yeah.
Once
These
got
are all,
fully disintegrated into ash and popped back up like it was nothing.
Similar to the immortal Coyote of Soweto.
Yeah, good job like tying that back together.
Yeah, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Yeah, so
Imagine we.
Believe it or not,
Imagine they literally come into Wiz and Boomstick's place to.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I can see it.
Just the Looney ones.
Oh,
It's what-
oh,
They
interesting.
changed it.
Interesting.
Changed it.
So, okay.
Okay, so they
Wait, what?
aren't gonna compare it to like every single tune. All right, so.
So yeah, in the original preview, they showed Nox from that one Doctor Who episode. That's interesting. They changed it there, and also they're including the Space Jam New Legacy when
Yeah, I was about to say they're bringing it back to.
Oh yeah.
That was such a
Information
stupid ending,
destruction.
actually. I'm sorry.
it's informational
Wait, what?
destruction.
Oh wow.
This really is.
We're back on the
Yeah.
informational regeneration.
Already.
Fully erased off the page.
And it's from
Essentially
Looney Tunes
dictating
of
their
all
personal
things.
slice of reality to whatever is funny.
It's really gonna be I think it's
Okay.
gonna be invulnerability versus regeneration at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He only affects the Coyote when he looks down.
Yeah.
Are immune to the laws of physics.
As we have seen, the laws of physics do not apply
Oh, I
to
think
cartoon
this is new
characters,
stuff actually.
especially if they know no better. Ah.
They
Ah.
know that.
That's why Wile E developed a counter to this immortality.
Yes,
the
here it
Looney
is.
DNA dissolver, which leaves toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so
Oh.
close.
Ooh.
You can't say he hasn't tried everything.
Yeah.
Wiley's experience as a veteran toon that
Yeah.
landed him a job
Wait,
at
what?
Acme
Luniversity.
department chair of the School of Hard
Ah.
Knocks, teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities.
He.
Okay, so Naruto.
And just
Pretty
like
much.
Naruto, Toon Force works their abilities.
Okay, so Naruto.
He's got the Sharingan. Wow.
That's great.
That's so ridiculous.
And just like Naruto's
Yeah.
jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more
Okay.
experienced Toons like Wile E who are more powerful than their younger counterparts.
And that means Wile E should be
Holy crap.
replicating
Oh,
feats and abilities
Marvin.
performed by any other Looney Tune.
That is so
Yeah, you're
crazy.
Doing different mediums or altering the plot
Oh.
of the cartoon he's in.
And my favorite was the time Plucky dug Marvin the Martian's matter.
Oh
Crazy
no,
with
that's
fire
me.
Oh no.
They're common for even weak tunes.
No.
Holy crap.
Elmira
Suck up the
provides the
entire universe.
and then suck up the animator animating his universe.
Yeah.
Suck up the animator's universe for good measure.
Wiley's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure at his life mission.
Aw.
Blew up the sun, grew to the size of a planet, turned into a constellation twice.
Scored on the Monstars
dang it,
and
no.
Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he wasn't a
Oh,
Geico
yeah.
commercial.
The
I did not
Monstars
know.
basketball.
Really?
And even, oh snap!
They say he hunted, not defeated.
So damn close.
According to 1977's Tweety and Sylvester issue 67,
All right.
Coyote has attempted to catch the Roadrunner 4,700,000.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures.
Egad.
Oh my god.
What did he? Let's see what he's.
10 million times.
This guy, man, this guy.
That is
All right.
insane.
I do want to hear what Boomstick's saying.
Or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too
Yeah.
blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees.
But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something
Ah.
Those were-
Nagito.
Was that Wonder of You?
Wait, what?
No. Let's see. Well, that was Milo Murphy.
grander.
Yeah.
And there's Nagito. Oh, it is Wonder of You. Wow. I guess Milo Murphy versus Nagito confirmed. Jeez.
And also Wonder of You versus
Yeah.
6.
Standing in the way of our furry friend's salvation.
Aw.
There's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy.
By God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner.
Bugs Bunny.
Chuck Jones.
Hey.
Towards the Looney Tunes to how we know him today.
Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and
Hey,
Jerry,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Jones established
Oh,
several
wait a
rules
minute.
for their animated shorts that superseded Coyote's reality warping tune abilities.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty product.
While other Looney Tune creators like Mike Maltese have asserted that they were unaware of these rules, Jones himself outlined them clearly in his autobiography. Oh.
Oh.
And the fact that no outside force, not even the Roadrunner, is to blame for his defeat. Just him.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained.
Damn.
Nerfed Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah,
In
bud.
all our years making death battle, we have never seen a handicap like that.
Yeah.
What can you expect from our fanatical
Wow.
furry fail son?
seen
He's
us
the
in the-
Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As
Stop
long
once,
as he
I'll
picks
give him
himself
that.
back up and dusts off the ashes,
Yeah.
it'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Yay!
I love that.
Woohoo!
That
Oh,
was great.
that was pretty perfect.
I love that.
That was amazing.
I like that.
I was surprised there was no
It was
Coyote
really
versus
good.
Acme mentioned, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I wonder if the
That's
costume
fair,
will,
yeah.
like play a factor.
I don't
in,
think
like,
Tom is
verdict.
winning against universal shit like that.
Well,
Well,
let's see what they give him. Let's see what
Let's
they
see
give
what
him.
Tom gets.
Let's see.
Let's see
This
Tom.
was
I'm
1929.
trying to
War
know the gotcha
raged
game
in Europe
gives him
between the
something
British
crazy.
Tommies and the Germans.
Yeah.
Or at least giving
As
them
the
that.
beleaguered English
Yeah.
made their
Yes,
miraculous
you know
escape from
Tom
the
and
circling
Jerry.
off the coast.
Yeah, once again
Well,
getting
let's go.
SpongeBob vibes
Before.
from this opening.
Dunkirk.
Yeah.
One might have called the
Yeah.
battle, game of cat and mouse.
You get it? Because they're
Cat and
they're
mouse.
using film footage from the film Dunkirk.
Oh, wow, is that how you
Yeah.
from? I'm
Michael,
looking this up.
Regardless of their names' origin, William
Tom
Henry
Yeah.
Barbarian.
Pirates.
Filled in
wait.
for Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock
Oh,
Holmes, Wizard
okay,
of Oz,
good.
and more.
I was concerned about this. They corrected they misspelled their last names in the preview, but they're spelled correctly this time.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me show you what I mean. Hanna-Barbera.
I don't think I even noticed that.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera. I'll take it a step further. I'll show you how it was spelled in the preview.
The preview. Right
Yeah.
there. There you
I'm the only one. Yeah, so
Joseph.
that's how
Oh.
it's spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's how it's spelled here. Yeah, they
Okay.
corrected it.
It was
Oh, that's good.
Barbara.
Nice.
It was
Yes.
original.
And a certain rubber pirate. I wonder who that is.
A certain who? A rubber.
A certain rubber pirate.
Oh, Popeye, I guess. Sure. All right.
Okay.
Portrayed by 11 voice actors.
Barbara's infamous
Oh, wow.
duo became
One of them, Kaiji Tang, by the way. Fun fact.
the undisputed kings
Wow.
of
Really?
comedy.
Okay.
The formula is simple, and we
Yeah,
all know it.
that's the guy.
Tomcat
That's what I
chases
was
Jerry
thinking
Mouse
of.
around the house. Brutal, bone-shaking. I felt that in my balls. Violence. In
So good.
Tom is represented by Mammy Two Shoes.
Who is
Tom and Jerry history.
These owners can be used to identify the era of their cartoons.
let's say very much from the 1940s.
And if you're like me, all you wanted to see
There's
was
that clip
Tom
again.
wipe that smug smirk off that little rat's face.
Honestly, that was a pretty smart way to like get across like what time period they're in, because Tom and Jerry are basically immortal.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like most cartoons.
By the way,
from the movie.
Yeah, that's from the movie.
Oh god.
The recent one? Oh god.
He basically did he basically ripped off the Minions gag where they did a similar thing. Where they but my main hope is that they acknowledge that Tom and Jerry get along sometimes.
Yeah.
House cats
Hopefully,
are
yeah.
actually some of Earth's most successful predators.
Fun fact, I am a cat person.
They can run up to
Same
30
here.
miles per hour, leap
I like
6 feet high, and despite being
That's
commonly
second.
perceived as
That's
nocturnal,
like
they're
cats too.
actually crepuscular and
I am a
hunt
dog
in the
person.
dawn and evening.
I learned what that word is here.
Yep.
Also, fun fact, Max,
Shout out to Garfield.
Larry Winwood said that he basically made a Google Doc compilation of a bunch of Tom and Jerry clips for Max to use, like specifically meme clips to show off.
Okay.
So stuff like this.
Tom has collected a assortment of weapons in his war against Mousekind.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say, Jonathan?
I said Cube Tom mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Cube.
Stuff you can find
Magic Ray Fairy Star.
It's
Oh,
even
Magic
it's
Ray.
even smaller.
Household
Wait,
like
what?
baseball
Wait,
bats,
Star?
lead pipes,
Where?
And
That was
guns,
awesome, man.
lots
Oh,
and
the gu-
lots of guns.
Very
Like
Trader's Curse.
Little did we know that this episode is just Bowser versus Eggman again, because it's magic versus technology.
Of course it is.
Knowledge in the world.
I'm partial to the Sword of Light and Dark, which severs you from your own shadow. Or
Ah.
the Rewind Remote, which can move
Yeah,
your
this one's
victim
gonna counter
backwards through
Wile
time.
E's
And you can't
universe
forget the
remote, I think.
car and
Yeah.
Jet, spelled with
Yeah,
K.
Fast and Furry mentioned.
Yeah.
Tom's arsenal is
Yeah, he sliced through Australia, destroyed Mount Everest, swirled the Atlantic Ocean, closed the Grand Canyon, and destroyed the Great Wall.
Jesus.
That.
heavily improvisational, which fits his quick thinking in fights over Thanksgiving turkey. Though he often loses his bouts. in
Yeah,
fight, it's not
we got to
because
see him like
he's
using
found
household
objects.
objects in the
Rather,
fight.
He's just genuinely
Yeah.
outplayed.
And
Yes.
even in defeat, he's one tough son of a gun. He's been crushed, blown up, had every bone in his body broken,
Oh,
shattered,
boy.
melted, and vaporized to dust. And survived.
Yeah, you hate to see how far they've fallen.
Tom actually has kicked the bucket multiple times.
Yeah.
But little known cat fact,
Yep.
he has 9 lives. As established
9
in the
lives.
episode Heavenly Puss.
Yep.
Technically not true, but I understand they wanted to make the puss joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode.
Very funny.
I really
Before
like that
Tom
that
starts
take
to
on
use
the
his
horny
lungs up,
boomstick
he has a
reference,
potion that
where you
Yeah.
think he was,
restores
where you think he was being horny, but actually he was just saying, "Hey, I bet in your research you had to look at some very interesting stuff."
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of the inflation bit from Galaxia's rundown.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking.
Or he can physically go get
God,
them
this
bats from
freaking
hell.
video game, man.
Let's
Freaking
go,
video
bitch.
game.
Extremely hardcore for a tune, but there is a
Oh,
limit to what
hammer
Tom can
space.
do. He can clone himself, levitate
Dimensional
in the
travel.
air,
Dimensional
make his
travel,
imagination
elemental
weird,
manipulation.
and even break the fourth wall.
Re-
and
reality
enter
warping.
the world.
I wouldn't be surprised if like making his imagination real, like it becomes an important factor.
Yeah, if you only watch
Yeah.
the classic cartoons
Yeah.
from the 40s, you may be in for a shock.
All right, here's where new stuff comes in.
Buck wild, much like the
Yeah.
actual
Oh, they're keeping it.
inspirations for their names. Thank you, Google.
yeah.
Oh, you're still on this?
Yeah.
Dodoy Whiz. They were actually named after the two characters in Pierce Egan's delightful life in London.
They were gonna
Jerry
remove this
Hawthorne
from the
and
preview.
Corinthian Tom. It was adapted to
Yeah.
the stage with the title Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in 1800s England.
I'm surprised they're still on this.
One could, in fact, say that many rabbles were
Okay.
roused the times
Oh,
of
already on feet.
planet-busting asteroid lifted up the sun.
Oh my
and
God.
was blown up into a constellation.
yeah.
And he was just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
moved around.
He's okay.
He taped
Yep.
an explosion
Yep.
that launched him through
Time!
and Stone Age, and just run through space at massively fast
Oh yeah, there's Tom and Jerry Chase.
Tom and
Oh.
Skills.
Oh yeah, they brought the animation reels feet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's fasten me in two places at once mid combat.
Yay.
Light speeds. That shouldn't be a surprise when he and Jerry have been at each other's throats for over 80 years.
Yep.
Now. But what may surprise you is the fact that at the end of the day.
Oh, yay! They're gonna talk about it. Yay.
And they've worked together tons of times to save the day.
Yeah.
They helped a little orphan girl, Robin
What?
They fucking gave Robin Starling a title card. That's hilarious to me.
That is actually
Wait, who's Robin Starling? What's this about?
This is
from the movie.
From the first. Yeah, it's from the first
movie.
Oh.
Yeah, they talked in this movie.
Oh my god. It's the one where they're like, I'm Tom and I'm Jerry. You talked.
I showed that clip to a friend. He was completely flabbergasted.
Well,
Sounded like Don Knotts.
Well, yeah, he was voiced by Richard.
Had a female voice actor.
Yeah, he was voiced by Richard Kind, which is funny to me.
Oh, Richard Kind, I know
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he was also Hopper's brother in Bug's Life. That was a funny character.
Oh, okay.
And he was also Bing Bong in Inside Out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Bing Bong. Yeah.
This is a very funny face to pause on. I can't get over that of all the characters in this rundown to get a title card, it's Robin fucking Starling.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
This is also the movie where it's like, we've got to have money.
Money.
And Tony J voices that guy. Oh boy.
Tony J.
All right. I'm very sorry about that. Let's keep going.
Continuing.
No, that's a nice end to their story. Don't you believe it?
Yay.
Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry Shake.
Oh my god, here we go. Oh my god.
I don't get what this is about.
Long ago, the
Oh no.
We need to actually lock into this.
Oh my god.
No. You're
Okay.
not bringing the religion stuff into this. Please, no.
Here we go.
We need to lock in. We need to lock
All right.
in.
All right,
I am not fucking ready.
China. All right, China, we need you to hard carry our boy, China.
Long ago, the warrior
Fucking
god
Kung Fu
Walter
Panda.
Sichuan, Erlong Shen battled the tricksy and indomitable Mouse King atop Peach Mountain.
Oh my
leading
god.
the goddess Celeste to
This
declare
can't
the
be
two
real.
the strongest warriors in the realm. And
Whoa.
they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. Or even stronger than the Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This mysterious, malevolent force threatened to consume the Tree of Light,
Oh,
whose
no.
branches encompass all of
geez.
time and space.
It's the fucking Yggdrasil tree
No.
again.
It's not real.
To dispel the darkness and save
This is not fucking real.
My reaction.
The tree-
Oh my god.
The multiverse contains an infinite cosmos. However, the tree of life has become heavily
Oh.
and Earth realms is starting to take worlds. Okay.
Jesus
Okay, so
Christ.
Can we go back to that?
Oh my god!
I'm glad they found a way to also reference when Tuffy did the boat scene from Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that is funny.
Okay, that required real fast.
God, this delivery.
To dispel the darkness and save the universe. What the fuck? Well, it may sound completely insane, but it is. This is a Chinese mobile gacha game whose lore is not entirely in keeping with the spirit of the source material. However, it is officially licensed by.
Oh my god, it's actually it is canon.
It's
real. It's actually canon. What the frick?
So that the gods may grant
What the
us
frick,
mortals
Jerry?
some heavenly push.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Tom has actually managed to
Ah, there it is.
rat fair and square a few times.
Yeah.
By count of the original shorts, 19 times.
Hey.
Oh,
19?
Well, at least it's not nothing.
Still a filthy feline.
Yeah.
The only kitty I truly respect
Hey,
is named
Beerus.
after Booze. Well then, you're a
Wait, what did he say?
feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after Booze.
Hell yeah.
Well then,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
we
Fair enough.
we love Beerus.
Look, because the Tom and Jerry of English
Yeah.
literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than
about a
with good
Christmas
old
cocktail?
Tom and Jerry.
Yay!
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I was
go.
not ready for literally anything about this now.
Well then, you're in luck, because the
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail.
There you go.
There's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Oh, these analysis segments were perfect.
Yeah,
God.
that's really good.
Absolutely.
I liked
Fucking
it.
bravo.
Bravo.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Indeed.
Liam's cooking.
Fantastic episodes.
Like-
I would have trashed out like John if I was
Hmm.
finding out that I got you game.
It was the perfect I think it was the perfect like balancing of mostly showing off the original shorts ball at the same time, getting into like the crazy heavy stuff, and like still like bringing it grounding in reality, and like the way that they talked about Chase is so funny. I'm really glad that they highlighted how they are in fact frenemies. Like that is very important to their world. And Wile E's is also just a lot of fun too. Just how he is ordained by God to lose.
Liam in the entire franchise.
Good lord.
I would definitely say Liam and Max cooked with these analyses.
I am.
I think
they're
that
both
the Tom
great.
and Jerry
They're both great.
thing, like, did go on for a little too long. Like, I think they could have stopped talking about it after Boomstick. What the fuck? And like, I know that they needed to establish that it is canon, but I feel that would have been better for a black box, or just to say, which while a Chinese mobile game is officially licensed by Warner Brothers.
Well, Jonathan, you also have to understand some people don't read the black boxes, and they need to cater it to like general audiences too, who don't know what the fuck is going on, and who have no idea what this.
That's
this
right.
mobile
Because
game
metal
is.
haters can't read.
So like I totally understand why they did do that. So
I think it's fair that they specified outright, or they stated outright why they're using.
Okay, I have no idea who's winning. I'm rooting for my boy Tom. Let's get into this.
I'm like the only Coyote right now.
Wiley might win. Wiley might win, but I'm hoping for Tom for a Thomas dub. I'm hoping for it. This is like a similar situation to Bowser versus Eggman with me.
I feel like Tom and Jerry
Like I was.
is not.
I just hope that he claimed. I just hope. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
I have a shirt of Akane.
Oh yeah,
Reddit.
yeah. I saw that on the store, and I was like, wow.
Personally, I'm more a fan of the guy in the subway who had his headphones in and had no reaction at all to a guy's head bursting right next to him.
Listening to
What I'm saying.
Run the data through all possibilities.
Tom.
Here we go.
Let's go. Oh, look at the house. The house is
Hell yeah.
That is.
Okay.
That's smart.
House Okay.
Hey, they're not wrong.
Oh no.
Felice catus perpetuus victimus.
Nice.
Oh.
Ah!
Yay, they got the ball. Okay, that's the Tom boys.
I think it's Billy.
Billy's been all the additional voices.
Oh, I did see Billy was adding in different voices.
There's one.
Meepus.
Danish schmuckness.
This is a pretty perfect opening right now.
This is a great opening, yeah.
Always got a
In me power.
Oh, of course not.
Champion is. Oh, that was great.
Meep. Foolish furball, you cost me my dinner.
Funny, I was just gonna have mine.
Yay.
Funny, I was just thinking about having mine.
Oh, this music is great.
I'm loving this. Among Us, guys.
Wait a minute, did I just see the calamity box for a second?
Oh my
Hold
God.
on.
Whoa.
Come back, I want to hear that.
Let's go.
He even talks like how they
Oh my God, this is a war zone. Go see him get a crane.
Woo. Oh. Nice.
They're still in the house.
Well, now they're not.
Oh, here we go.
He got his
inbound. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, they just know.
Oh, he has more.
High-speed tonic.
High-speed tonic.
Oh, they use the. Here we go. This is really long.
Yeah. Painting the wall.
Nope. Nice.
Nice.
And he does it again.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we're definitely gonna be pausing on that screen later.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Should have seen that coming.
Oh.
Hey, he smacked him.
No,
Looney is over.
Looney DNA's on.
Oh, he didn't bring it up.
Oh man.
Oh, they both.
Ooh.
Now we're susceptible to it.
Who's what?
Oh.
They both lost their two powers.
Take this. Now.
And then and some of the.
Oh yeah, how about this?
Oh, yeah, how about this?
Yeah,
Wait, the house
So
falling.
you have to get contact.
Oh my god.
Did he win?
Yeah.
With actual.
Oh no.
No!
No. Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Well, I guess he won.
Congratulations.
Super genius.
Okay. Damn.
All right.
Okay.
Well, damn.
Wow.
Poor Tom.
feeling that
I was
bad.
right, but I feel sad.
Yeah, I had a feeling why.
Did you hear what Wiz said?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know what he said.
I didn't hear it.
Died this time.
Everyone actually died this time, he said?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I am very curious to see how they're gonna justify the anti-Looney thing because I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Yeah, even the G1 prediction blog, I wasn't 100% sure about like their arguments for it working on Tom.
Well, no,
As
okay.
someone betting on Wile E, by the way.
I didn't even see the G1 blog
Hold
pop
on.
up.
Listen to what Wiz said, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God,
Yeah.
one of them actually died this time.
Yeah.
No, animal cruelty, no.
Yeah.
Considering coyotes eat
Animal
cats,
cruelty.
I'm not surprised.
While both cat
Yeah.
and
Monkey
incredibly
reference?
powerful, they weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be exploited, especially by each other. Let's first talk their stats.
All right.
We're strong enough to
Alrighty.
contend with universe-threatening phenomena, but comparing Wile E to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy the
Yeah, Looney Tunes
universe,
is a bit
but
too
they're
infinite.
themselves.
And while Tom
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
move faster than light, Wile E could keep up with the Roadrunner, who could outspeed a car fast enough to travel through time. That's immeasurably fast, and much faster than Tom. Wile E gets the edge.
That's
in
not
space.
surprising.
Wile's arsenal
Yeah.
was a bit better too, believe it or
Yeah.
not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to
I mean, yeah,
mankind,
yeah.
he still countered
Ooh.
everything Tom
Ooh,
did.
look at this.
Wow.
Look at that.
Advantage Tomcat. Wow.
Being the
He just had
DNA
more
the
advantages. Like,
Tom's
he didn't have
cartoon
disadvantages, he just had more advantages.
the fight.
Yeah.
Tom has never been
Yeah.
shown to
Yeah,
have
that's
any
totally fair.
DNA specifically.
See, right there, yeah.
Clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules.
Looney Tunes have been erased.
Yeah.
Can suppress regeneration greader than Tom's that function similarly to his.
Uh,
They use the fucking Twitter account. Damn it.
Criteria for being Looney
One
and
Twitter feed.
So David
First-
Zaslav didn't
first-
screw over the coyote, he
first-
screwed over the cat!
Damn.
It's clearly something more fundamental to their essence.
And since the dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile E is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it
Yeah.
could have backfired.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
Considering how much more competent
Yeah.
Tom is.
When it came to intelligence, Wile E's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness.
Yeah.
Tom, on the other hand,
Tom's
was
actually beaten
consistently
Jerry.
Flexible,
Yeah.
pragmatic, and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there.
Oh, and Tom
Okay.
has one other big advantage. He doesn't have God nerfing.
The
Yep,
big
that's fair.
question,
Yep.
Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile E's
Yeah.
narrative and force bad luck and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him?
That bad luck is a core part of Wile E's character as a cartoon. So
Exactly.
Call it his, toonliness.
We dug deep into the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place.
All right.
Space Jam.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Roadrunner, but against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores.
And scores again.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah.
anyone else. But according to Chuck Jones's rules, that shouldn't happen, right?
Throughout his entire history, Wile E's cosmically ordained failures only occur when he's specifically chasing
With
the
Roadrunner, yeah.
cartoons the plot bends around like bugs, because that's what Chuck Jones's rules were written for. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons.
Exactly.
Looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades, even during Chuck Jones's tenure.
Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile E couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver.
Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct
pretty
violation
much.
of Chuck Jones's limitations on the Coyote.
Yeah, even outside of that, he could steal his soul, freeze him in time, hypnotize him into killing himself.
Oh my god.
Tom, oh damn.
The DNA is over against. Dang. So yeah, Tom really did have
poor Tom.
Yeah.
The only thing that either one had that could kill.
Yeah, when I saw only one of his lives was left, I was like, oh no.
Tom ultimately had no surefire way to kill Wile E, whereas Wile E's superior strength, speed, and looting arsenal ensured
special thanks.
The hell of a chase and left Tom Jones in for a rematch.
The winner is Wile E.
Joneson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Hulkzilla, be Hulkzilla. Oh!
No, it isn't.
Miles.
What?
Wait a minute.
Deku versus Miles, okay. Alright. Alright.
Rest in peace, Miles.
Well then.
Death battle.
Jesus. Wow.
Okay.
They just call him Spider-Man, so base death battle for that.
Sorry, wait, what did you sorry, Jonathan, what'd you say?
Okay. They don't even say it's Miles Morales versus Deku. They just
Yeah,
call him
they just said Spider-Man.
So death battle's based for that.
Yeah, good on them.
Yeah, I do like that.
Oh man.
Oh, what the heck? Another My Hero episode already?
Yeah. Oh my. Look how
we got
fucking
Spider-Man back on death battle after all these.
I was literally just
14, 20.
I was just literally thinking about Deku last night.
Okay, yeah. No, so.
Wow.
Okay, it's not okay. So it's not that long, but it felt long. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Very comprehensive.
That was crazy. Oh man. Man, I'm very happy about that.
That was insane.
All right, you guys know what it's time for. It's time to look for the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
This shit's
Time to pause constantly during the middle of a fight.
I said
See you guys
hey,
later.
I stayed true to my promise, so it's.
Take care.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I'm not too surprised that Wile E won. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I think overall it makes sense.
I love that I love they got the scream there.
Oh my god, they got that.
Yeah.
Honestly, if for anything, at least just for the sake of, it's nice that Wile E finally has a major victory like this.
Yeah.
I was thinking that would be a moral victory, like Wile E would finally get his well-deserved dub.
By the way, or at least the moment I knew about it.
Greater Roadrunner, Coyote.
That and I like the Coyote more.
I think this is the closest an episode's gotten to topping Bowser vs. Eggman for me, but I'm biased and I still feel bad for Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's still fun.
Choice-to-kiss, yeah.
That's
Choice-to-kiss. Champions Choice-to-kiss.
Champions Choice-to-kiss.
That's a very fun way to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I think we all knew that Jerry was gonna run off was like gonna ride Roadrunner like a steed. I'm very glad they incorporated that.
Yeah.
I'm also glad that they didn't show Jerry like getting sad about Tom dying. That would have bummed me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't need that.
Also,
we just needed Wile E to get his
We need
dub.
a Death Battle poster.
We got Ash
from the
Ketchum.
Kickstarter,
There's Ash.
And there's also John Mitchell's Kyle vs. Simone artwork.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Kyle South of Ark.
I'm not sure if
I
that's
wonder
supposed to be
if it was
something.
that little figure next to Ash. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there's TARDIS.
There's the TARDIS.
That was the image we had to go off of for a while. Pac-Man rules.
Yeah. See, look, the Calamity Box right there.
I like how we all assume.
Calamity Box?
Yeah, that's what I said.
But yeah, I saw it. Like, look, right where Among Us and Fall Guys are.
I don't think
See
that's
the box?
I don't think
Right
that's
there.
No, that's not the Calamity. Oh, no, you mean from Amphibia? I thought you were talking about. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the Chest of Demons. My bad.
Oh, okay.
from Scooby-Doo.
No, that's the Calamity Box from Amphibia. Lose versus Zan later this year, maybe?
My mistake. Oh, that's I really thought Hulk versus Godzilla was gonna be next. I'm glad there was something new.
Yeah, finally the streak is over. It's finally
At least
over.
at least we finally get a new matchup that isn't from the Kickstarter
Yeah,
campaign.
exactly.
This is something we didn't
that's what I
expect.
mean.
Also,
That's what I
correct me
mean.
if I'm wrong.
Alright.
Doesn't Deku shit stop Miles?
I wouldn't say shitstorm. Yeah.
Oh, it's not even close. It's honestly not.
I don't know.
You're telling me
For sure.
You're telling me my boy is getting wrecked once again? Oh no.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
At least this time, Deku will actually get a good episode.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
At least Deku's getting his
what-
redemption.
What are the odds that
He's
they?
getting his redemption.
What are the odds that they get Moro to do another My Hero match?
I do
would be down for that.
I doubt it.
All right, I didn't really get to hear completely what Tom said here. Let's.
Come on, you apes!
Yeah.
Wanna live forever!
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's a movie reference.
I like how we all
Great job,
assume
Billy.
we all just assumed that Tom was in hell making this potion. But if you think about it, war is hell. So
Yeah.
you're kind of right. It's still behind the couch.
Kinda.
I was like, they're still in the house. That's
Yeah.
funny.
And that's this is what us champions we had that little sketch. We had that sketch to go off of. Little did we know that you didn't have much coloring to do for it afterwards. Not over till the fat lady sings, as they say. It didn't even get to hit him with the hammer because it blew up too fast. Yeah, the facial expressions are very on point.
Yes, absolutely.
Just the way that they're more dumbfounded than in pain.
Yeah.
The shadow gag is also great.
Falls on
Wait, listen to the sound effect here. Yay.
Oh wait, that was the plane, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I will say when Tom only had the one life left, that did make me worried.
Yeah, that was a big flag.
Yeah.
That was a reference to like one of the like newer cartoons for Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, the Tom and Jerry show.
Yeah, this part. This part.
Can somebody make a Foxy edit here?
Oh, yeah, the Foxy jumps here.
That was a smart way, by the way, to have them match each other in speed.
Yeah. Oh, it's this part. All these jokes were perfect.
They just painted a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Wait, hold on. Goomba versus Hot Dog, Mario versus Solo Leveling.
Liam Swan posts fraud battle real.
Goomba versus Hot Dog. I understood that reference.
Wait, Goomba versus.
And why Coyote reacts to his own death
Ben
battle.
Singer versus Chad James is not close.
Wait,
guys.
Why
the Coyote reacts to his own death battle?
Negative 18 views.
No, it says negative one. It says negative 1 billion views.
Wow.
Oh, negative 1 billion.
Literally right now. So I guess that was foreshadowing that Wile E won the episode, sort of.
Oh, Liam Swan debunked Omni-Man versus Homelander.
Oh,
Fraud
man.
battle real?
Goomba versus Hot Dog from Solo Leveling. Okay.
Wait, ranking all of my friends. What's that a reference to?
I think
Uncle
it's just
Larry funny moments.
I think it's just a ranking parody because ranking videos are so popular.
Yeah.
I see Donald. I see. Is that Coconut Head?
Oh yeah.
Ranking my friends.
From Ned's Declassified. Yeah, I'm glad they got a fourth wall break in there. Very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, should have seen that
Good.
coming.
Anyway, the screen.
John-
Oh wait, never mind.
Good Johnny Test reference.
Hang on, what does that say?
Can't believe that.
It's like the like the mask using glasses.
Cat.
Yeah.
I think it was Blue Igneous who made his own like fan script of this. There was a fan script. It basically called the ending that they would both get hit by the anti-Looney dissolver. and that it would be throw down from there.
Somehow that never even crossed my mind. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, I love the sign back and forth.
Oh yeah, how about this?
See how you like
it.
Yeah.
The umbrella actually saved
honestly,
him there.
I mean, it's pretty brilliant. Pretty brilliant to have the one piece of gore be like the actual kill. I'm not mad that it being it's a blood splatter, yes, but it could have been a lot worse, and it was the perfect way to get across that he was actually dead for real this time because there was no other blood at any point before then.
Yeah, so, you gotta make it. This is the case where you gotta make
That's a good way to bring it back around.
That's the case of good visual storytelling where I will excuse it. So good job, Liam.
Can we hear what Wile E said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't make out what he said earlier.
Said the super genius line.
It's fucking crazy that it actually worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wile E Coyote, super genius.
That's all, folks.
Yeah.
He was good.
Knocked him out.
By the way,
yeah, that's the reference to like the one time Wile E Coyote talked, and it was like when he was talking to Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I found that clip.
Yeah, anytime he fought against Bugs, he would be like, no, I'm not selling anything. I am a coyote, and I'm here to make you my supper. And pretty brilliant, by the way, that the way it starts out, the music is much more akin to like the MGM sound font.
Yeah.
And but then when it ends with Wile E winning, it goes to the Looney Tunes theme. So that's
Headcanon.
Yeah. Good way to tie it around.
Yeah.
Wile E Coyote, super genius.
Super genius.
He sounds like the devil from Cuphead, by the way.
Wile E finally tasted victory.
I don't see it.
Wile E finally tasted victory, and now he can talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
At least in this headcanon.
Have you not seen
at least like that?
Have you not seen the Cuphead cartoon?
And that is why.
No, I've seen the Cuphead cartoon.
Yeah, so
that is why that is my headcanon as to why Wile E talks in the
He sounds like the voice actor from the Looney Tunes show.
yeah, so that's cool that Billy did. That's cool that Billy did all of the additional voices here, because I mean they basically have said it countless times that he is basically a living cartoon character, and that's why he got the part of Ringmaster, because his voice just suits animation so well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like that they have a trend of putting the lead animator at the very top like this. They did that with for Zach. They did that for Zach as well with Simon versus Kyle. So gotta give it up for the animators, baby.
Luis, you've cooked once again.
Yeah.
I noticed that Luis only animates fights against American properties.
For the solo ones you're talking about?
When it's just Luis.
Well, because
Afro
Samurai
Afro Samurai was made by Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, he animated it.
He animated all of it. Yeah.
He did all the sound design. He did all the voices. He did all the writing. Even the female characters are voiced by him.
It's that clip from the Invincible, the Invincible seasons, writing, storyboarding, animating,
American anime.
Yeah.
Victims.
Okay. Yeah. No. Aaron, you killed it. This is the music is perfection. I'm so satisfied with how it turned out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this music was perfect.
I love that they
the house itself is moving.
Coyote, Canis, Smuckus.
And a schmuckus.
I had a winning streak of 9. Now Tom died. God damn it.
It's a really good blending of the two styles as well. Because I was talking about this earlier, that Looney Tunes
Wait, let's
and
see how that Tom laugh was animated. Like,
Champion's
I think I've
Choice.
seen him animated exactly like that before.
oh
Like,
no,
just the slow motion animation.
When I first watched that, I thought that was. I thought that was Doflamingo's laugh. The first time I watched it, I thought that was Doflamingo's laugh.
That's. Yeah, they actually.
Ah, yeah.
Uh-oh. Ah.
Yeah, it's a reference to that.
It'd be
I thought that was Dofi's laugh from One Piece.
Wow. or maybe they stole it from Tom and Jerry.
It could be Ringmaster. It could be Billy's impression of it.
Well, let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. No, that's the original audio. Yeah. No, that's the original audio for sure.
Okay.
No, like listen to the audio quality. Listen to the audio quality. And then I'm playing this. Oh wait. I'll just get rid of that.
Yeah, the one who clips up one.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
And then I'm gonna do this again. Oh yeah, I'm watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Absolutely based, by the way.
I'm telling you, it's the same laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the same laugh.
Yeah,
there you go.
Sounds pretty deep for me.
Well, to be fair, Courage also did a similar thing when they used that was also from the show.
Oh, it was?
Well, you could tell because you could hear the sound of a windmill in the background because that was like the episode they took it from. Like
I couldn't even hear the windmill. What?
Okay, no, okay, here I'll show you.
Yeah, me neither's.
Hang on.
I kind of wish they got the guy that did. I kind of wish they got the guy that voiced Courage in the Devil Artemis video.
Oh, who was that?
I don't remember who it was, but he did a very good Courage impression.
Okay.
I wonder if it was just Devil.
All right,
it might have been just Devil.
Wait, I want to make sure if I can hear a windmill.
I hear it. I hear it.
I heard it.
I think I hear it now.
I hear it, yeah.
I hear it. I thought it was just him squealing.
Yeah, just like the squealing at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of hear it, yeah.
I thought it was just kind of like,
I hear it.
I want to see
I
Courage
play.
laugh of pain. Let me see. Oh no, it would be from here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, there it is.
I hear now. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's pretty beat for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
I hear it now.
Yeah.
They just ripped the audio.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta do that because some of those like original screams are just so fucking hard to replicate.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The parts at the end just like so iconic that inexcusable.
So to be fair, I could totally see Billy referencing the "In Me Power" laugh, like doing a good impression of it.
Just like leave the animation. They just.
Yeah. Well, we're going to Florida. Peace out, bitches. That was not an invitation for everybody to do it. That's please stop.
Okay. I'm already in Florida.
Hey, kids!
And yeah,
They did get that scream.
hell yeah.
It's definitely original audio.
God. Oh yeah, just the way the punches land.
Time with the music.
It's so good.
I love this.
Yeah.
Straight to war. You wanna live forever?
I'm so glad that they let Tom also have like little moments like that to talk as well because Tom does talk. The people forget about that.
He just chooses.
He doesn't really talk much.
He's a he's a cat of action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, the sound design is perfect.
I'm very glad this is
Absolutely,
another Theirwolf song where listening to it on its own makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet you're still
It's
gonna have
more-
just other reviews playing this music in the background when they review the episode.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be very annoying. Well, I would say
and this is why I try to use other music when talking about death battle episodes.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I would say it applies to Macho Aids. It applies to Poe versus Iron Fist. Also SpongeBob, yes, and also Scooby versus Courage.
Yeah.
What wasn't?
I wouldn't go that far. Forever Terror Knight's still good.
No, I'm saying it still has moments that make no sense, like the whole like saxophone bit and like the chase hallway scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why someone made an edit of Forever Terror Night, but without the funny parts.
Yeah,
and
so it
unironically goes hard.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, John. I agree.
But in that case, it could also apply. In that case, it could also apply to Batman vs. Iron Man too.
Well, somebody made one for that as well, where it's like.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Let's not forget about Smokey McGruff.
Well, that wasn't a custom track.
That didn't even that one didn't even have a custom track.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
No,
which one did have a custom track?
Cooler. I'm telling you right now, it did not. I know what I'm. Cooler. I just got done reviewing season 4. I know what I'm talking about. Trust me. I trust me. I know what I'm talking about.
At least Crash Spyro had the decency to split the two.
Yes, I wish more did that.
Yeah.
Like, oh no,
Yeah,
wait. Let me go to.
Crash Spyro had 2 tracks.
Yeah, on the wiki, I think on the wiki page it showed like a link to it.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It started with Snooping Dog,
Yeah,
then I Spy, Violins Virus. I never actually looked at the names of these things. Yeah, see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
just still bop.
And that's how you know it's because people are like, Death Battle brought me here. Smokey versus McGruff, I presume. Pushes up rim of glasses. Okay. Enough of that. Yeah.
My favorite song from Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah. Oh, so it's.
There's so many jokes in this that got me.
Keep whacking me.
Now, I think that laugh might be Billy. I'm not sure.
Man, so many people were so mad.
Wait. Yeah. Let's rewind. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, it's just hard to make it in general, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Like original. Yeah.
There's another laugh later that I think might be Billy, but
it hasn't even been an hour. They already changed the thumbnail. What the fuck?
Well,
it looks so boring.
It might have all.
Let me see.
What did they change it to?
Well, it still looks like this.
Oh, God, that is terrible. Look at Death Battle spoilers.
Go back.
I don't see it.
Let me check.
Yeah, it's not showing up.
Oh, that is bad. That is really bad.
I don't see it. Give me a sec.
Oh no, that new one's even worse.
Ew.
How bad is it?
Why even?
How bad is it? What are we talking?
I'm waiting for it to load. Unless
stop
this is
fucking
not.
changing the thumbnails after an episode releases challenge.
They PG-13.
I didn't see it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me look it up myself.
I don't see the.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Yeah, this is the upgrade. Go back.
It didn't change. Wait, what? No.
No, it's in Death Battle spoilers. Look there.
Here, I'll just put a VC. Here, I'll just take it to VC by text champions.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, really bad. That was really.
Oh God, what the fuck is that?
Why?
What the fuck is that?
Good
what the fuck is that?
Why did you ever do that?
Please.
It's in VC by text.
Good lord, do not let that stick, please.
I don't know.
Awful.
I am now dreading it.
What the fuck? I think why would you get rid of that for season 1 style thumbnails that I could make before I understood the concept of Photoshop?
No, yeah, you're right. It's the perfect
thumbnail. The slightest.
We had the perfect thumbnail to go off of for so long. I don't know why they would. Well, no, they're doing it with all the episodes. It's the whole testing out which one has the best algorithm deal.
Yeah, which one will get the most clicks.
Yeah,
but we all know what the best one is.
Yeah, these new ones.
They stick with.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Shout out to this desert background. It's very detailed.
I just realized that giant crate offers
looks
a little
time, and that's good.
Oh.
giant crate just for a little bottle of tonic.
Yeah. Listen to this music, man. The way it's like following him around. Yeah, no, they got it. They absolutely got it. This has my seal of approval. Not to sound like pretentious or anything, but this has my like childhood seal of approval.
Oh my God, Tom has a crucifix on his eyebrow.
Wait, did he?
What? Yeah, right there.
That's funny. I doubt that was intentional.
I know, but it's so funny. It's so funny to look at.
Yay!
Yeah, this part.
Fucking Scooby-Doo sound effects.
Yeah.
Well, so now that Wile E has won this, we know the other major Looney Tunes matchups we have left to go through are Donald versus Daffy and Bugs versus Mickey. So now it's time to see if the Looney Tunes streak is able to continue. You know?
I now want you. I now want Yosemite Sam in Death Battle because he lassoed a black hole.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't.
Yosemite black hole feed is going. It's probably gonna be like the fucking Dragon Ball Universe shockwaves, but for Looney Tunes.
So stupid. Well, I'm trying to think of I don't know any other like real Looney Tunes matchups other than the three I said.
Marvin have one?
Okay,
Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah, it was literally in the
There
same
is always
panel.
Az versus Crash Bandicoot.
Marvin and Yo's Mike Sammy.
As versus Crash. Oh my gosh.
John, what did Crash Bandicoot do to you, man?
Marvin versus
I never said the matchup was good. I just put it out there. Also, my name's not John.
All right, fair. Jonathan. I'm sorry, Jonathan. My bad.
Yes.
Also, to be fair, Raccoon, it's either we feed Crash to Taz or we feed him to Donkey Kong.
Well.
Yeah, which
did you
game is going to give off bigger
again?
feats?
They just gave Donkey Kong Super Saiyan.
Well, that poor Crash. Man. All I have to say is poor Crash.
Yeah.
They gave Donkey Kong Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and they're probably hiding Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Donkey Kong for the final boss.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the other laugh. By the way, here's the other laugh.
Oh.
Yep, that's from the audio. That's from the audio.
Yeah, it sounded like.
Yeah. I can't believe he summoned Truck Coon.
No. Yeah. Oh, look, it has infinite views.
What does that say?
Bill Cipher.
Cypher.
Where's it?
Oh!
Infinite views in 0 seconds.
Guys, we have a new cipher to decipher.
Yeah.
Have fun, Death Battle, Mirahaze.
Also, infinite views, yeah.
Mira Hayes. In 0 seconds.
Yeah.
Holy shit, immeasurable Death Battle confirmed?
Hell yeah. Or maybe a measurable audience.
Ooh.
Maybe.
So yeah.
Or maybe it's collecting views from like the infinite multiverse, so therefore Death Battle has infinite speed.
I like how
it's able to reach out to an infinite number of people across an infinite multiverse.
I like how Goomba versus Hot Dog it says it has every single view, and 2 go instead of a go.
Yeah. That's Columbo reference. Columbo ASMR to watch Wile E Coyote versus Tomcat.
2.
And look on the like and dislikes. It says likes a lot, and then dislikes none.
Go back.
I wanna look at the view count for Omni-Man versus Homelander real quick because I want to confirm.
Thor just got.
It's 15.1 million.
Oh, okay.
Got faster.
I thought for a second that maybe this video would have the same amount of views as it did.
Guys,
not quite.
Thor just got faster.
Homelander, sweet, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
Guys, Thor just got faster. Holy shit, he got faster than immeasurable. He's omnipresent now.
I love that image of Sonic they used.
Flash is watched too.
Oh wait, what? I could say it slightly, but.
Well, you know we gotta go frame by frame. Oh, a lot versus a none for dislike count.
Oh jeez.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, it's mainly showing the same
background. In the background there?
It's getting glitched out.
I don't know.
This is an animation.
No, they're hiding something in the glitches. What is it?
This is an animation versus animator, my friend.
Yeah.
I think it's just glitching
I'm
out.
watching through that, and I'm loving it.
Like I don't quite see anything in there. If there is,
Yeah, no, it's just the desert. I'm just seeing the desert.
Yeah, I don't see it. It's just sand. It's just a desert.
Wait, I saw a cowboy boot. And
wait, what's that?
I saw a right there, right there.
Oh, that's
a rock.
I don't think
That's a
that.
rock.
That's a rock.
I don't think the cowboy boot means anything. I think it's just part of the desert aesthetic.
It genuinely looks like a cowboy boot to me.
It looks like Woody's.
Okay, I see how you would think that. Yeah, fair enough.
I can sort of see it. Yeah.
Psychological term for what I just experienced, by the way. I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, no, that's so good.
Yeah.
Good job with the sound design, you guys.
Should've seen that coming.
Yeah, they basically
aerial.
They basically did exactly what we were saying. It did that. They didn't just copy and paste the formula from Scooby versus Courage. I'm very, very glad they didn't like go out into space or whatever. Like they kept it pretty grounded for the most part, which is kind of what we all wanted, and it felt a lot more refreshing.
The entire fight.
Especially because of how insane this season has been, cosmologically speaking. We just needed something that was silly the whole way through. Like this was very much a breath of fresh air, I will say.
Yeah, I would say we just had an episode where like we had like people fighting on top of universes. Like I think we can have a more grounded one.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does it say? Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I kind of wish he went D-N. A.
Hi, Trash.
Hello.
Hi, Trashy.
Hi, Trashy.
How's the trash,
man?
I'm
Obligatory Trashy cameo. I know.
I'm currently fuming that the anti-Looney gun ended up being important after all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's a pretty big thing. It's also one of the crux of the debates during the general period before the Kickstarter era happened.
Yeah, I was just telling people how frustrated I was that it was literally inescapable that all conversations looped back to it.
When I saw that they were talking about Tom and Chase, I was like, oh god, no.
I mean, I'm still a little perplexed onto how it would be able to work against Tom. Like that still perplexes me a bit, but I'm glad that it was used to like increase the stakes. Since now both can potentially die.
If you want to really be technical about it, if you want to be real technical about it, so people who have worked have officially recognized Tom and Jerry as Looney Tunes. So, like, if you really want to go with that.
Yeah. They also had a black box saying that it wasn't his only win con. Like, yeah, ways of like sealing him or whatever. This was just
true.
This was just like the way to like have a more like actual like a finale feeling to the battle, because sealing would be fucking boring, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I think hypnotizing him to kill himself would be a bit dark.
For a kid's cartoon, yeah, that's cool.
I don't know.
Cartoons aren't afraid to do stuff like that.
I would run an adult animated series. It's just that it happens to be watched by children.
Tom and Jerry's gone to some wild places. I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, yeah, well, like dark for the purposes of this, you know.
Hold on, I need to check something.
I love that so much.
And then the tiny umbrella.
Boing. Well, yeah.
Oh, and they like kind of like assuage the effect of the blood with like a cartoon splat sound effect.
Yeah. So I'm fine with this. I am fine with this.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I'm very.
Ben versus Hal.
It's an okay kill.
It is everything I could have. It is everything I could have wanted for the episode, especially being part of the movement to help it happen.
Yeah.
And
it's interested to see if John Mitchell made an aftermath for this fight, like featuring Roadrunner and Jerry.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect.
Camera pans left, and they're just watching the popcorn.
Yes, please. I'm sure that somebody's gonna make fan art of that. I'm sure.
Yeah. Like this whole time they were just watching the fight in the background, chilling, eating popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't do that, because we would have risked having like Jerry getting like sad about Tom being dead.
Funny that you mentioned that. I saw like a meme post literally showed Jerry if Wile E wins, it just shows sad SpongeBob, and then it shows Roadrunner if Tom wins. It just shows him laughing the shit out of himself.
Yeah, the SpongeBob laughing.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah, SpongeBob full on, but the SpongeBob just screaming, laughing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who voiced Riley during this segment? Is that a...
Yeah, all of the additional voices were Billy.
Wait, so does that mean he voiced? Did that mean he voiced both of them?
Yeah. Well, like anything that wasn't archival footage was done by Billy.
Yeah.
That I think that's the assumption that can be made from that.
Billy B. Bursts in the third.
Also go watch Josiah Games TV. He's very cool. So yeah, I was very satisfied. Yeah, this is one of those ones where I'm feeling very content right now because we've waited so long for this, and now that it's here, I'm satisfied and
I think it was worth it. I think it was worth the wait.
Like not much else to say other than thank you so much, Death Battle, for making this like exactly how it needed to be. You guys killed it.
Yeah.
If you've made it this far,
they did.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
Congratulations and thanks.
Yes, for real. Yeah, no, I don't want this to be as long as the Simone versus Kyle reaction.
Yes. That was its own thing.
That was its own thing.
Reaction with an asterisk, I'll say.
Reaction with asterisk.
It was more a commentary, I'd say.
A commentary because I must have seen her.
Yeah, because I was on vacation when I watched it.
I was gonna say, how did it last that long? If you guys have already seen the episode. Mouse asshole kiss is probably
yes. Perpetuous victimus.
Perpetuous victimus.
Yeah, no, I was in Southeast Asia for like 2.5 weeks, which is which is fitting considering how much China is kind of carrying Tom and Jerry the brand right now.
Yeah, China's definitely carrying Tom and Jerry and scaling.
And like I know China isn't in Southeast Asia. I know someone's gonna correct me on that. I'm just saying, jeez.
Sorry, dude. You were a little too late to slip them a 20 to get Tom to win.
I can't wait for that movie to come out that China's making, and they're like, oh, by the way, Tom and Jerry scale to like the infinite multiverse, and they're all powerful.
They already did that in the analysis.
Yeah, Outerversal Wile E, Coyote, let's go.
Yeah.
Well, with Tom and Jerry, they were a lot more limited than Wile E was because of the fact that he affected the actual animator.
Yeah.
Right. Wile E's cosmology goes higher because of the animator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meepus.
All that is
multiversal Looney Tunes. Holy shit.
All that is to say, this is a really good episode. I hope Coyote versus Acme is also just as good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever the fuck that releases.
Wile gets 2 W's. Woohoo!
Yay!
The Roadrunner versus Jerry Mouse.
That would be so stupid.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of that would be dumber than that is Jerry versus Tweety Bird.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Ew. That was a good reaction. Ew.
Ew.
So, do we think this also means that Tom would lose to Sylvester, or do you think that would be a tie?
Not sure.
I don't think so. Sylvester is lower on the general Looney Tunes tier than Wile E is. He also is like does not have like anything.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I am so glad they used Wile E and not Sylvester. He would have been so boring. I love how.
Oh my god, Sylvester would have been dead.
It would have been just Tom and Jerry squared.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree,
Sylvester
Trashy.
talks a lot, whereas Tom doesn't, so no banter potential.
Well, these two,
yeah,
I
love how it's like basically frame one, like not even a moment to like anticipate it. Immediate
Sylvester is standing up. Frame 2, Peter Griffin pose.
No wonder they didn't put Wile E in multiverses. He would have been so broken.
True.
Yeah.
But maybe he could have saved the game.
They didn't even put in Daffy Duck, so like.
He would have been.
They put in Kaz and Marvin before Daffy. And Lola before Daffy. That's cringe.
I think we can all agree that the roster for that
cringe.
game had some very mixed priorities, especially considering fucking Banana Guard got in.
I like a lot of the ideas that they went with. It's just that the bigger problem was that the ideas they didn't prioritize.
Yeah, or Harley Quinn getting in before Joker.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That one I can somewhat understand because DC has been like hard pushing Harley Quinn for the past decade.
But yeah, the problem is that it takes away the.
And then they made a fart
comic
about her.
It takes away the
It's not
fanfare of
how I know
Joker
one
getting
of
announced.
these. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the fart fetish comic. I remember that.
Oh god, I don't want to remember that.
I don't even want to ask. I'm not even gonna ask.
Yeah, no, seriously. In before we get the Foxy edit of right here, it's gonna happen.
Louise, you should green screen it.
Yes, and make a front-facing version.
Yes.
Yeah, we knew they had to
This
do.
part is perfect.
We knew they had to do a painting gag of some kind. I like the way they. I really like the way they did it.
Never work.
I like the painting gag.
Where Wile E found a way to counter it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think ceiling would work on Tom.
It's a good thing they did a fourth wall break that wasn't exactly the same as Scooby versus Courage's as well, just to keep it separate from that.
Yeah.
Because so many people were saying that they don't need to do Wile E versus Tom because Scooby versus Courage, we're too forced out, guys. Like Scooby versus Courage did everything you can with it.
It's just gonna end in a stalemate.
No. You don't know that.
The stalemate in question.
That was also. I'm so glad Wiz had a line of, "Oh, thank God, one of them died."
Yeah.
That was a really funny callback.
Thank God one of them
Well,
died.
did you notice the callback to Fox vs. Bucky as well?
Fox versus Bucky.
Wait,
what? After Wiz says that Boomstick.
Oh, that coyotes eat cats. Well,
considering that coyotes eat cats, I'm not surprised.
That also gave it also gave me McGruff versus Smokey vibes.
I see it now.
Remember, kids.
Remember me.
Yep.
And also Tails versus Luigi kind of, because there was that whole thing where foxes eat hedgehogs.
Yeah. They're referencing realistic.
Sonic where they said that.
No, it was Mario Sonic 2.
2018.
Yeah.
2018. I didn't mean to say it.
Like it, but yeah.
I didn't mean to say it in such an intense way. Oh man, just like, can we just
No, you saying it so intensely for no reason was peak comedy.
Thank you. Oh, look at how fluid Wile E is here. Ah, it's so good.
Yeah, it was pretty fluid.
Oh, cool. He named it. Oh shit!
Blam.
Look how they
named it. Oh shit!
That was.
Tom will return one day.
Massacred my boy.
Wait, go back to House Falling. I want to make a joke.
Yeah, honestly, if they went for like too many hype and aura moments, it would have taken away from the appeal of this matchup.
Oh yeah.
We've had enough hype and aura associated with aura already.
These two,
why can't give us one that's all about comedy?
These two are completely aura-less, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We literally had 2 episodes previously this year that were almost entirely more than the other.
Dude, he named it. Oh shit!
Wait, sorry, say that again. All right,
I just gotta wait for the.
Why is the video muted?
Hold on, because he wants to say a joke.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Splat. Oh, cute. He named it. Oh shit!
Oh. Wait. Oh god. I know. I should know what you're.
Right?
Oh, Vegeta! The final flash. That took me a second.
Oh, how cute! You named it. Oh shit!
Named it. Oh shit!
Named it. Oh shit!
Yeah, building level destruction is all we needed.
Yeah.
Good. Let's leave the cosmic and more esoteric stuff to when Daffy and Bugs get on because that's more of their thing.
Oh yeah,
Dodgers and also the Green Loon turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying,
thank God there was no Green Lantern ring in this, because they would have done a Time Ha reference again.
Coyote has a Green Lantern ring.
He does.
has
Apparently,
Let's
I've
leave
been
the cosmic
told.
stuff to the next episode.
Oh
Apparently,
man.
I've been told
Apparently,
Wile E
the
doesn't
Lantern
use much.
Ring
Like he doesn't do
no
anything
longer
with the
stands
Green
for
Lantern ring. It's just like a joke, like a reference. So
Alright.
yeah, I'm glad it was.
Now then, with here's where things get a little interesting because the next episode is gonna be Spider-Man versus Deku, and
Spider-Man.
we already had a My Hero episode like
Next time is Dick Ass versus Kilometers.
3 episodes ago. We already had a My Hero episode, which I find very interesting.
It's very strange that that they're doing this episode. Like I think.
And the episode
considering
before
My Hero-
that was Marvel, so
Yeah.
And we know Hulk versus Godzilla. Hulk versus Godzilla is coming pretty soon too. So
I just want to point out, not a single DC episode.
3.
I mean,
Kyle
Timo versus Kyle.
Timo versus
Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
Oh, I forgot about him. I forgot about Kyle.
You and DC.
L for forgetting Kyle.
I mean,
Yeah,
if they can
L,
bring
that
the
is an L.
Omni-Man this soon, then I'm not really all that mad about bringing Deku this back.
Yeah, my puzzlement is less about Deku coming back so early, and more so the timing of like the season itself. And I guess you could argue.
Yeah.
You could argue that with how much they focus on Deku as a rival with Shigaraki, it's kind of poetic that Deku is in the same season as him, in a sense. So if that's what they're going for, then I can respect that.
Can't wait for Deku to finally leave the losers bar.
I just want Deku to have a good episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I just want Deku to have a good episode. I hate Deku versus Asuka.
See, I like Miles' episode, and I like the Spider-Verse aesthetic they went with. I hope
Thank God you like Miles versus Static. If you
however,
have a negative opinion on it, I'd be very.
However, I want to say this. I'm looking forward to his next episode. Hopefully, going even harder with the aesthetic now that they've grown so much since then. Because I feel like they could take it even further, especially with an aesthetic like this, and with how much My
I
Hero.
personally think it should be in sprites again. Like I don't know.
And with how much with how much My Hero is inspired by comic books, it really is a very natural crossover for them, and I feel like that kind of aesthetic will fit the two of them pretty naturally. So I think it's gonna. I predict it's going to be a very pretty episode.
They literally mentioned Spider-Man in Deku's previous analysis.
That is going to be a Deku versus Miles, and I'm scared that people are going to start bringing back the racist Deku jokes.
Is that a thing?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's from Jump Force.
I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm like on.
Wait, racist Deku?
There's an interaction in Jump Force where Deku it's like a round start thing. It's like Deku sees Piccolo as like a villain. I gotta take care of that.
Oh no!
What were you gonna say? Huntimis, what are you gonna say?
Oh boy.
I was gonna say I'm completely fine with it because this is one of my friend's third most wanted.
Oh, nice.
Miles is my friend's most wanted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the matchup has
I'm pretty excited.
I'm really excited. Went with it.
Probably
I just
having
didn't
a
expect it to be like right now.
collected reaction.
And
I think this matchup will also be interesting to them doing because we haven't had. It's been a while since we had a Spider-Man like a character that fully gets the best Spider-Man scaling. So it is gonna be interesting to see what definitive stats we're gonna see for.
You mean since
Spider-Gwen?
Spider-Gwen?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Spider-Man. It's heaven, dude.
I will say this.
Yeah.
5 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
You go, Huntimus. You go.
One other thing I want to bring up. The track's gonna go fucking crazy, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
See, I think it would be fun.
Imagine they get Sparks back again.
Well, yeah, I hope they get the original voice actors for both too, because I thought they did a really good job.
I really hope they get both.
I hope they use a different Deku sprite, because this might be a little nitpick. I just didn't really like the Deku sprite they used for Deku Asta. It just felt off to me.
Yeah, Deku, I didn't like that sprite either. It looked just really weird and flat. I didn't really like it.
But that's just probably because how many
Poor Deku versus Asta. I'm gonna have a video where I briefly summarize my thoughts on season 8 and season 9, in the same thing. It won't be nearly as in depth as my other remakes. And out of all of most of my opinions are mostly the same, so it'll be very brief summaries of little things that might have changed, minor adjustments to scores or whatever. Deku versus Miles, out of all of them, has by far aged the worst in my eyes. I feel like
Deku versus Asta.
Sorry. Yeah. Deku versus Asta. that just goes to show how much I don't care about that episode now. No, it's just the fact.
Honestly, Base.
The fact that I gave it a 5 out of 10 in my original review because I was like, it does some good things, some bad things.
Generous.
I was way too generous. When I talk about it again, I'm going to rail into it, baby.
No, you're gonna kick it out of the house.
And
like,
and
as
what
a My Hero fan, I think it's just a bad Deku episode. And then Asta from Black Clover.
I feel so
it's even worse.
I feel so bad for Black Clover fans, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna claim it anything because obviously I don't know how the writers think, but it really came off like they hate Black Clover, like with the attitude they had throughout the analysis.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
the matchup wasn't. Yeah.
While I am happy that Deku's finally gonna get his redemption, I'm also just sad that my boy's gonna get rocked again.
Miles?
Yeah, Miles. I'm sad that he's gonna get rocked once again.
I think that's the sad reality of like them doing the match is that both of them have been on Death Battle. They both lost, and now they're being pitted against each other with.
Yeah, this is the fight for third place.
Yeah. That's so messed
What other
up.
matchup had loser versus loser?
That has probably happened before. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
I'm
happened
sure.
before.
Sort of
Yeah,
Bowser
you
versus
have before. I'm
Eggman.
just trying to recall what it was.
Sort of
Bowser versus
Technically
Sort
speaking,
of,
yeah, Eggman didn't win his first.
Metal Sonic?
I
Metal
feel like
Sonic.
there's another one though.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely. I think. No, not Darth Vader.
one out there.
No, not Vader.
I'm just gonna scroll through this whole thing.
Gotta be something.
Yeah, might as well. Got nothing else to do.
Not Thor versus Vegeta. So.
Both
Yeah,
won.
no,
Not that.
Yeah.
And
Thor technically won one of his. Not those two. No.
Not Lex. No, Lex.
Was it Akuma versus Shao
Not
Kahn?
Iron Man. No.
Well, no, because they both won their battles. Akuma versus
Yeah, they
Shao
both
Kahn.
won.
Doom won, Lex lost.
Yeah, Doom won, Lex lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
No, not Hulk.
God, he gets it, man.
Not the Reds and Blues. No.
Yeah, bear with us for a moment. Hey, folks, if you're watching this reaction, you can click off now if you want to. This is the board. You can skip
I didn't even know you were still recording.
Yeah, you can skip towards the end if you guys want to. We need to make sure we confirm this before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I am curious about it.
Yeah.
No, not you guys. Not you
Carol.
guys.
There
aren't that many returner versus returner matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of started doing those. A little bit later. Not Thor 1D.
I'm starting to think probably not.
I'm not.
First episode where two losers come back and face each other.
Yeah, I think.
Unless we count Bowser versus Eggman.
Yeah. I could have sworn there would be.
Okay. Unless you want to be.
The most that it is like if two winners come back to like fight each other, like Shao Kahn, Akuma.
Unless you want to be like super specific, there is Goomba Koopa 2.
I mean, there's also
that does not count. That does not count.
I know. We're talking about winners part. I'd say Batman Iron Man since that did.
Yeah, no, that's the only one.
Yeah, Batman Iron Man. Yeah.
Batman Iron Man won.
Yeah.
I know Batman won too.
Yeah, Iron Man won.
I'm talking about for winners, not losers.
Yeah.
But then Batman lost 2 episodes before his fight with Iron Man.
Yeah. Next thing you know, he's brought back to fight. Actually, who would Batman fight again?
No.
I personally
Luigi.
looking with the Batman side and run back. I know that everyone would go crazy for Batman, but
Batman versus Shadow the Hedgehog, please. Okay.
Moon Knight. He's getting brought back to fight Moon Knight. Moon Knight versus Azrael isn't happening.
Well, okay, so I think on that note, Deku versus Miles. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm hoping that this is their chance to delve into the ending of My Hero because I think a lot of people agreed that the timing for when Deku was on against Asta was very, very poor and unfortunate. Because the manga was just finishing up.
I feel bad timing.
Felt a little unfair, like having Deku on like right then and there, you know. So this will be a nice little.
I think he was originally gonna fight Tanjiro for some reason.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then we got the infinitely superior Jonathan versus Tanjiro.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's even funnier when you think about it, because like
Asta could have gotten a worse match.
Herschel literally, I love how the reasoning for Tanjiro versus JoJo is literally just Herschel saying Tanjiro versus Deku fucking sucks. Let's do a better matchup.
and then they proceeded to do a terrible Deku matchup.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
He's my
Still better than Conjuno, at least, because at least it has connections.
Yeah.
At least I can tell my friend that it's
well.
not Deku versus Gon.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
And that's like, it's again, it's just so funny, like the timing for Deku versus Asta, because like it was said by the mangaka, like, oh, My Hero will end by the end of the year, and then it ends in like mid 2024. Like the timing was like so bad, and then like and then continued to get more stuff, and after that as well. So like.
Part of me does feel like maybe the main motivation of doing it is giving Deku a run back to make up for last time.
And even then, with the run back, I guarantee you they're gonna at least feel tempted to have Boomstick say, "Deku, just put the fries in the bag, little bro."
What?
I swear to God, I swear there's a Deku McDonald's joke. I will lose my goddamn mind.
A McDonald's? Why did a McDonald's joke?
Because that was the big joke, and like that everyone was like making fun of My Hero, like that ending. Oh, so he's no longer a hero, so now he works at McDonald's.
Oh God, that's terrible. Is that?
It was not funny. It was so painful as a My Hero fan.
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Everyone just kept making fun of him, and I was just in the corner, just.
Oh well.
Some people are saying, some people are like possibly like, some people are like throwing out the idea like maybe Deku Miles is gonna be Torian's episode, which that would be crazy.
I still think it'll be Ruby versus Maka. That's still my prediction.
I can see it. But then again, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. But like, I still think it's Ruby.
It feels too personal, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any closing notes, guys?
I'm guaranteeing like the next time Inter Miles Deku is gonna be Aang versus Traveler.
I'm still saying Hulkzilla.
That will probably be Hulkzilla.
Yeah.
The team really wants to do Hulkzilla.
It's unfortunate that means that we're gonna have to have. It's unfortunate that means we're gonna have to have 2 Marvel episodes in a row. But what can you do?
Yeah.
I mean,
we've had a good enough. I think we've had like
absolutely insane.
If it is Hulkzilla, it'll be 2 days after my birthday.
Ooh, nice.
Happy birthday.
Yes. But all I ask for Miles versus Deku, go hard on the soundtrack. Get a good Deku sprite, and that's all I ask for.
And don't suck.
And also be a custom sprite again.
Please just write Deku as Deku instead of whatever Deku versus Asta was.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I don't know. I could see Moru animating it, even if that's
Moru.
What a maroon.
It has been a while since Shigaraki vs Mahito, but I think it might be a little too soon. I think maybe a little more time between episodes.
If they lean into the fact. If they lean into the whole Shigaraki rivalry thing again because of how intrinsic Deku was to his analysis segment, and then I can forgive it then. That's what I'll say.
I keep thinking that there was an episode between Chief Slayer and Mahiraki over here, and every time I'm like, no, wait, nope, there was no episode in between that. I don't know why I keep thinking that.
Yeah, honestly, I get it.
Probably because it feels like forever since we've had a Sprite episode.
Yeah.
Literally, our last one was
Spawn Rider. Marvel episode.
Yeah, literally, the last Sprite episode was Ghost Rider vs. Spawn because then we had it was Shigaraki Mahito, which was like the puppet, Moral's puppet animation. Then Master Chief vs. Slayer, which was 3D, and then I would have said Kyle vs. Simone, but no, that's fully hand drawn also. And then we had this, which is hand drawn as well.
Yeah.
Also, it had enough comic book characters.
We've only had 2 full Sprite episodes: Spawn Rider and Joker Giorno.
True.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Kinda wow.
Well, I mean, hey, at the end of the day,
the new era.
They're doing what they want to. I think the fact that they have more time to cook, it's like pushing them to want to push the boundaries of like what they typically do.
They're gonna go above and beyond. Plus Ultra.
So. Time will only tell what Deku versus Miles will be, because I do think that can work in any style, unlike other episodes.
Yeah.
Because like Wile E versus Tom needed to be hand drawn, Chief versus Slayer needed to be 3D, but that I think that's one where it's very malleable, for lack of a better word.
It's expendable, not expendable.
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 Expendable. That's so dark.
Yeah, no. It would be like Flexible, yes, flexible.
I mean, malleable, flexible. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think on that note, much like Wile E, that's all, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed the Champions voted episode as much as we did. I am so happy we got it right again, boys. We did it again. Hope you all look forward to the next tournament of Champions, whenever that may happen. Maybe sometime this year. Yeah, maybe sometime this year. We'll see. Maybe. And be sure to stay tuned for the next video. Take care.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's all.